Back with episode 8. Today's the day that we're going to be beefing up the factory, so we're going to be doubling up the production. So let's go see how many we need in terms of 16 generators, just to make sure that we've got everything that we need. We're going to need 16 generators, another 8 water extractors. Yeah, so we just need some more rotors. And then some cable. Let's make some space by deleting some of the plates. A little bit more. Great, all sorted. Let's go get building. The first thing we're going to need to do is beef up the production on the coal. So we're just going to replace those MK1 miners with the MK2 miners. It'll help it speed up and go from current 120 to 240. So let's do that. Ah, we need the beams. I forgot about the industrial beams. We need 20 of those. One of the parts we're going to eventually automate. Okay, sorted. Let's upgrade. And I was again thoughts on the modular frames. Next time remind me to actually put through the resource list what we actually need in terms of the miners as well. Bloody bugger. Okay, that should be enough. Yeah, this was producing at 120, and this was producing at 120, and they were using the enhanced ones, so we're going to need to get this up to 240. That's perfect that side. So now we only need to go and find 2 more slugs. So let's head off, find 2 more slugs, and we can beef that up. Yeah, not gonna go naked. Must be some slugs out here somewhere. Yeah, sluggy. There we go. Okay, that's 1. We need 1 more. Don't know where the second slug is. Seems to think it's in the tree. What? Maybe it's in the water? Hmm. I don't know. It's good. It's a good one we can actually find on the ground. I thought this would be a quick process of shooting out and getting the slugs. Okay, there you go. There's another one on the list. Let's see. There we go. I see it. Oh, we have to blow it up to get it. Seriously? I just need a slug. Sluggies. Oh, come on. There's got to be a slug somewhere soon. I can see one way up there on the hill. There's got to be one closer. Oh, there you go. This hill. Finally paid it. Okay, let's head back to base. Then I can finish off the upgrade. Hey, we're back. Let's do the... Yeah, we did the upgrade. It was just the boosting. Let's put down a craft bench, make the power shards. And beef this up to 240. Nice. Now see, we got a crate that was on the map earlier. There. Let's just clear that out. Looks like it might be inside the machine. Okay, so let's just kill this machine with the crates. Shouldn't have made so much stuff in my inventory, huh? There we go. Let's clear those. Hey. Now let's upgrade the lines. Okay, so just to double check, this one needs to be set to 240 again because we've now just removed the miner. Okay, so that's on 240. That's in 240. Let's link up the power. Perfect. Okay, so that's going correctly. That's going correctly. Got those bolts upgraded. Let's do the rest. Okay, just two more on this side, that side. Okay, looking good. Now we're just going to bring this bottom belt extended and remove the top one for now. Clearing up some space. Okay, so this one that's going up here, we're going to clear this to be 240. So that's going to go all the way and feed all these current machines. So we just need to change the height of all the other machines that are accepting the input. And now these ones are all going to come down. Okay, we just got a link on the splitters now. Okay, let's just set the right any center overflow, copy that. Paste. Paste. Rinse and repeat. Okay, let's sort out this line. So now this 240 essentially is feeding all these 16 generators, and we're now going to extend on the end for the next 16 generators. And then we'll use the new belt that we're going to be placing. Let's see where we can do it nicely. I think I don't mind putting it up again like we did. We just have to extend again all the way to the start, and that's what we'll do. So yeah, let me get building on this one now. Let's get extending. Okay, first things first, we need to do the platform. I hope we made enough allowance for the... Yes, we did. Legends. Yeah, I think that's going to be... No, not enough for 16. Let's go a little bit further. I guess so. Okay, we're gonna count 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Nice. That's gonna be a lot of power. And now we need to go 2 ticks up. 1, 2. 1, 2. One more to go. Okay, now we need to throw in splitters on all of these. Let's do that. Oh, come on, I thought I could jump onto it. Let's do some architecture. Make a cool stairwell above it. Make it easier to hold on top of it. Okay. Oh, as I walked, it paused a little bit because of the autosave. What's the chances? Okay, let's set this one right any center overflow. Copy that. I think I press Control C and V at the same time. Okay, let's copy that. You're not going to have to worry about power for quite a while after doing this upgrade, that's for sure. Almost there. Okay, that's looking good. Now we're just going to extend, see how far we can go so we know when we can actually build the lifted rails. How far does this belt stretch? Okay, so we need to build the rail underneath this one here. Let's get our rails ready. Okay, that's looking good. Nice. Okay, that's linked up. Let's go and do the next one. Where is our other belt? I think it was somewhere here. Yeah, there. Oh, this doesn't reach. Okay, so let's see how far we can reach with this one. Okay, so let's be down here. Okay, let's go and bring that coal up to 240 as well. So now we got the two belts coming in at 240. One feeding the 16 machines and the other feeding the other 16. Okay, let's link up the extractors. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and last one, 8. Okay, now we just need to do the logistics for the pipeline sections. Looks good. Okay, link up the belts or the tubes. And then the last thing to do is just to link up all the power. So let's do that. Okay, then we must just underclock these machines to 90. Let's run along the back of them and do that nice and easily. Okay, I think that's everything that we've added in. Okay, let's go look at it. Check it from the front. Look what we've created. Let's get a nice vantage point. Whoa. Power for days. But it would help if we linked up the fronts to the power. Okay, let me do that just now. Okay, let's link up the power. Great. 2,400. That's perfect. I like it. Let's go to our vantage point, have a look, make sure everything is looking good. Great. Okay, let's head back up to the top, start planning the next wall. I've come back to the main base and I've checked out the production, and it seemed like we had a little bit of a backlog. And then I remembered we actually got to a point where we were extending the belt coming on from the extended forges that we created, but we ran out of the actual beams. So let's complete that, and then we can get that running optimally too. Seems like it was just this section over here that wasn't actually upgraded for the 240 lines. So now that should be producing nicely. Yeah, that's looking good. Let's just check this one while we're here. Okay, so something's wrong with the iron input. Doesn't seem to be coming in at the required 120. Let's check this belt. Something's wrong with this bottom belt here. It looks like it's going fine over here. Somewhere else is jamming it. It's fast there, fast there. Still can see it moving and backed up quite a lot. Must mean that the kink in the network's possibly earlier on. Let's have a look. Yeah, here. Somewhere here. This one. Is it really that one? Ah, we missed the belt. That's frustrating. There you go, that's looking better. That's going to come in at 120 now. So it was slowed down from 120 to 60, which explains why those machines were starving there. Let me let this catch up and then I'll go back up there and we can see if it's actually producing correctly. It's been quite a while. That should have given it enough time to catch up. Let's go see. Okay, these ones don't have any problem. But it's these ones that were being problematic. Okay, that's on 100. Yep, that's slowly filling up more than what it was. And as soon as that one's filled up, then this one will start getting. So it will just take a while to back up on this network. But as we can see, it's coming in at 120 now. I think what the next step I'm going to do, probably do that off this video, is every single belt you see on the screen, I'm going to go and upgrade to 240. Won't take me too long, but I'll just make sure that everything's running at 240. And the reason why we're going to do that is because all these miners that we have everywhere on the map are going to be increased to 240 eventually. We're going to beef up all production that's on these lines. So I think let's do the 240. Or what we could actually do, I think it's a better idea actually, is let's make the industrial beams. So let's get the industrial beams building. For that, we just need the beams and the concrete. And then I can use that to actually beef up to 200 to 480 from the 240 that's currently doing. I think we've got this one coming in at 30, 60. So we're producing 60 steel beams per minute. and we're producing over 120 or just on 120 in terms of the concrete. So maybe let's throw on an assembler and get making the encased industrial beams. We'll literally make 6 per minute. I think that's a good starting point because we're making more than the required beams, and then we'll still have extra, which is great. Yeah, I think let's link that up, get that onto the sushi belt, go put on a storage container, and then we'll let that run for a bit, and then we should have lots of encased. That's feeding off there. We need the beams. The beams coming up from that one there. Okay, so we're going to need the beams and the concrete. Concrete's coming off that one. Okay, let's just put it down here. Let's line up the timber. That's looking good. Let's set that to the encased industrial. Nice to finally use some of the concrete we've been producing, which is great. Okay, that can go right any center overflow, so we can chain on again. Now this one just needs the beams. That's the second from the top. And that should back up nicely now as well. Okay, let's just link up power to this one. We didn't set the beams overflow. It's going to be right any center overflow. Get their stuff coming in. Okay, then let's link this onto our sushi box. There they go. Okay, let's go link it up onto the storage. Okay, so this is going to be our new one that we're going to throw on for the industrial beam. And then we'll need another one for the dumping of the overflow. Let's set this one to the industrial. And then overflow. Great, so we can see those are backed up from the sushi belt. So we've got the reinforced, the rotor, the modular, and then this will be for the industrial beam. Let's increase the bolt speed while we're here for this, because we're going to have quite a lot of things building up on the sushi belt. And with all the extra beams, we might as well use them. And it's going to do the other side. There's something satisfying about upgrading the belt. So I don't know what it is. Maybe it's a sense of accomplishment or a sense of your factory getting quicker and better. Or maybe it's both. One thing's for sure, game's aptly named. Okay, that's looking great. Let's make sure we've got some coming in. Here it comes. Well, if we upgraded these ones, hey. There you go. Filling up slowly but surely. Great. So I'm going to let this build up over time. I'll then off screen go and do the upgrades for the belts. I think we have done the research for the new map. Let's have a look. Oh, do we seriously need to do the expansion before we get the next belt? No! Okay, so we had to do the expansion, so we're going to have to focus on the objective too. It was a nice thought. At least we prepped and they got that building up over time, so we can do the upgrade again later. Like I was saying, let me go and beef these all up. We can start doing that, and then we'll be ready for the next one, where we can actually increase the production of most of the outputs. Things like these coppers, copper wire that's going slow, the wire that's going slow. We're going to need to beef up all of that production in any event anyway. So let's do that, and then yeah, actually be ready for a large expansion. We can start working on the complete phase 2 logistics. Okay, so I've taken the time now. We've gone through, we've replaced every single bolt in the factory. So all of them have been upgraded to the MK3 belt across the line. You'll notice I've done some expansion as well. So I've thrown on extra smelters here for processing. I've thrown extra forges. And what I've done is I've replaced all the MK1 miners with the MK2 miners. So the entire network has been beefed up. And with that, we've had extra materials. And with the materials, I've expanded the network. So I've also done a little bit of sort of a cleanup on some of the things. Like if you'll remember, we were doing the wire into actual cable as well. So now we've got a dedicated wire, a dedicated wire producing for cable, and then a dedicated copper wire, copper sheet. We've also doubled up production on everything from pipes backwards. So what we were producing for sheets, for rods, for screws, everything has been doubled. So in total, we've now got, let me just check here my notes. We're now producing 240 wire, 120 sheets, 120 cable, 160 iron sheets, 240 rods, 480 screws, 160 steel, 60 beams, and 240 concrete. So with that already, means that we can actually get ready to use up some of these now, and we can flesh it out and start doing the plating. So I think let's start with that one first. So we're going to reserve this space again for those parts now for the next phase. Let's jump in and start doing the assemblers for those. Okay, first on the list is going to be the plating. Let's have a look to see what we need. Reinforced and rotors. Okay, let's have an inventory quick on how many reinforceds we're making. We're making 8 reinforceds here. And we're making 5 rotors, or 4.8. Of those, we're using 3, so we're making 5 in excess in terms of the reinforced. That's great. We've got enough for that. And in the rotors, I don't think we're using anything that's making the rotors just yet, so that's also perfect. So let's throw down the assembler. We can start linking it up. Okay, so this is going to be for the smart plating. We have the reinforced and the rotor. We're going to have those both coming off the bottom belt here, so we might need additional space. Yeah, it should be okay. Let's see if we just back it up a little bit. Okay, we're going to want that split over there. That split over there. Okay, this one's going to be for the reinforced. And the next one's going to be for the rotor. Let's do overflow. Overflow. Okay, that's good. That should start building up. Make sure we select the plating. Get the power running. And let's link it up to our conveyor. The sushi belts. Paste the merge the wrong way, so just gotta switch that out. Let's set the smarts. That should start sending materials. Great. Because we're producing 2 minutes there, we definitely got enough of those. So we've got 3 still left over. And then we're still going to have like 2.8 of the rotors. So that's great. So that's the first part being made. So let's just go and link up the storage so that we make sure we're actually collecting those. So we'll do this one. Okay, then what's the next one we're going to be organizing? It's going to be the versatile frame. That one we can do the modular and steel. Definitely got enough for both of those. We'll do, this one is going to be plating. And this one can be the versatile. Then, for the next one, the automated wiring, we actually need stators first. And stators need steel on pipe. Okay, so we're going to have stators. Let's also do another storage for stators. And then after the stators, we'll have the automated. And after that, we'll have the excess. This is our overflow. Yeah, that should be good. Let's link up the fronts. We can eventually see what's coming out of these machines. Or storages. Okay, there's our first smart plating coming along. It got sucked into here, but we're waiting for the overflow, so it'll eventually come out of there. While we wait for that one to start stacking up, we know we're going to need stators. So possibly let's do the stators next, or should we do the versatile frame? Yeah, I think let's do the versatile. We've already got this linked up on this side, so we can actually take off the bottom there. That's for the modular frame. How many modular frames are we making? Let's have a look. So this is the plating. That's then paste. So we're making one here and one here. We can also beef that up if needed. Let's see how much it produces or is required. Make 5. We don't have to make that many. We can do with 2 for now, so we'll downscale this, so that's fine. So we've got all the mats for that. Let's just get it cranking, and then we can always beef up production later on. Let's match this with the other one. And then this side we'll do module frames. The next thing to do is just to link up the beams. This one. Let's go and set the overflows. And then the last thing is just to set up the power and the merges. Great. It's connected to the sushi belt. If we're in shortened beams, it's just going to get some. Like keep it nice and close. Okay, there goes the versatiles. Okay, so we've done the plating, we've done the versatile. Let's look at doing the status next. Okay, so for the stator we need pipe and steel. Good. And we have problems splitting on top of this, but we can actually just replace those. Let's do that just to make the stators. But we need the wires. Let's replace this with a smart splitter. I put the smart splitter the wrong way. Yeah, that's better. Okay, that's the wire. Now we just need the pipes. So we'll do the top one. Okay, let's set the splitting. Great, now we're just going to link this up to the power as well. Now merge and sushi bolts. And that's the status done. Let's just double check how much we're producing here because we need to downscale this because we're only producing, oh, no, not this, the first off frame because we're only making 2 per minute and we want a little bit of excess. So I think let's drop this by, let's say 50%. Yeah, that should be fine. Fine for now. So we check the chain. And what I'll be doing is I'll be doing the ticket research and we can actually start making the signs. And then we'll put on the signs how much we're making of what and what the requirements are. That way we can really track and how to optimize and beef up the production. So for now, we're producing 5 stators. So let's look now at what we're going to do. For the automated. So we need 2.5, so that's great. So we're producing 2 times more than what we need, so that's fine. Cable, we got well in excess of that, so we're currently producing 120 now. So yeah, that's looking good. I think let's get the stator first, which lines the cable on. Might need to push this a bit more forward. That one is in line nicely. Decisions. Okay, so let's take this one off the bottom. We'll replace it with the smart spin and we'll get the state off this one. Let's do that. Let's make the stator come out there, overflow. Left any over. And then let's stack this one up. 2, 3 high. And that's going to be our cable. We want that to be left any. And which one's the cable? I think it's this one. And that's obviously the one for the steel beams. There, it's this one. Yeah, that one's the copper, that one's the cable, and that one's the... Let's jump up and set the split. Okay, link this up to power. Great. I want to see why is the cable being produced so low, because that should be coming in a lot quicker. Let's just check the line. Was the belt just that fast for the 250s? Cables are upstairs, so let's just go up there. That 3, 6, 9, 12, definitely producing. This looks so much faster on the 270 belts as opposed to the 120s. Okay, that's great. Yeah, that's building up nicely. Okay, let's do the same thing. Get our merger going and link it up to the sushi. Again, I'll put it the wrong way around. There they go. Okay, we've successfully automated all of them. I think let's just go and double check all the stashes. Make sure that the storages are collecting correctly. Okay, so we got the plating building up. We've got the versatile. Some status have come through. This one should go and get automated. It's going to take a while for it to stack up a bit, so we'll take that out. And then this is the overflow. So those ones were in the over. We'll just pack them here for now. And then now these ones should only be the ones that we've maxed. So only if these ones will be appearing on the end. The reinforced rotors and modulars should be coming through to this one until we have obviously stacked up all of these in these storages. State is coming through. The last one we just want to double check is just the automated wiring that'll be coming through to this one. Let's just double check the production. Yeah, we're producing more status than that. That's good. Yep. Now definitely producing 2 modular frames. That's all good as well. And yeah, we've got excess of both of those. We just stack those things to help the system backlog. Great. There comes the automated. Perfect. Now we've got the automated stacking. Okay, so I think the only thing we need to do is this one on the end here. Let's just throw it into a awesome sync just to get extra tickets. And as you can see, we've been doing this for a while. We've got all of these other items on this side also overflowing, so they're pretty much blocked, as you can see here. And those have been feeding into the awesome syncs. So we should have quite a lot of tickets. Let's have a look. Wow, okay, 47 is amazing. Let's print those ones. Let's see how many we got in total now. Oh, 70. Okay, let's go to a little shopping spree. So that we need the shop. Definitely want to get the glass windows and things. So, and definitely want to get the signs. So let's get the windows. I don't think we've unlocked the signs yet. Because we need the quartz crystals research done. Okay, so we can go do that. So let's get that sorted. At least we got the windows. Okay, so we need to get the quartz chain. The silica chain we did for the boots in the early. So, do I have enough here? Nice. How many do we need? 20. Okay, that should unlock the items in the shop now. Okay, and we're gonna want the display and the label, not the billboard yet. We've got so many tickets, we might as well just buy it. I like the storage boxes. What else? We can get all of these. Yeah, and then the walls. And get the roofs next, the structured frame. You just have to wait for the tickets to build up somewhat. That was a nice spree. Just to recap, we've got everything producing now for completing the phase 2, so we just gotta wait for those to stack up. So these 3 boxes over here are the predominant ones. That was just an offset. So as soon as those have built up, then I'll be back and then we can hand in. We've gone through, we've upgraded all the belts in the factory across the entire place with the new Mark IIIs, and we've also successfully beefed up the cold storage down at the bottom. So I think that's been great for this episode. Then what we'll do in the next episode is we'll start looking at doing optimizations in terms of labeling all of these to see what they're producing and how much they're using. That way we can have the ins and outs of knowing what items we can produce more of. And then we'll start looking at unlocking the tier and then getting through to do the bauxite next to unlock the reinforced plate. Sorry, not the reinforced plate, the reinforced beam. So then that'll be great in terms of beefing up the factory again from the 270 to the 480. But yeah, we'll look at doing that with the next unlock. I think the last thing we can do is the hyper tubes, and then we're not going to be walking that much more through the factory. So at some point I'll be setting that up so we don't have to actually do so much running in the videos. It'll be really cool. So yeah, I think let's just do that hand in now and then we can get that perfect. Perfect.
Milestone
Cool.
reached.
Sweet guys, then I'll see you in the next episode. Thanks for joining in. Ciao.